Welcome back to another UFC fight prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the main event for UFC 252, Miocic versus Cormier 3. So the end to the trilogy. In a fight that could very well determine the greatest MMA heavyweight of all time in this final matchup between Stipe Miocic and Daniel Cormier. Cormier won the first one, Miocic won the second one, and now they're fighting for the third time to break the tie and see who comes out on top. So let's get into this prediction right here. So you got an interesting fight right here, especially with that how that second match ended up. You look at the course of the whole fight. But let's kind of backtrack a little bit and look at the stats. Even though this is a fight, like you already seen these two, like you already seen enough of these fighters if you watch MMA or keep up with it at all. You already seen enough of these fighters, but still give you a little bit of breakdown or at least little stats to this fight right here. So you guys. They're both up there in age. I think Cormier is around 42. I think Stipe is around like late 30s. Cormier is 6'4". Dan Cormier is about 5'10", 5'9", maybe 5'11" on a good day, maybe 6 feet in some shoes, but about 5'10" right there. So Stipe Miocic has a height. Cormier is on the lower end of the height equation. Stat-wise, striking, you give an edge to Miocic, even though really in all these fights, Cormier was out striking Stipe Miocic for what, like 80% of their fights in total. But Miocic is, on paper, the better striker. Wrestling goes to Cormier. Even though you can say wrestling as far as two of them wrestling and grappling, Miocic got 2 takedowns to Cormier's 1. But when you look at who actually did any damage with their takedown or had any control, it was all Cormier. I think both times, Stipe Miocic, he took him down once in the first fight and once in the second fight. And both times, Cormier just got back to his feet. I don't think Miocic landed a punch. Or he might have landed some little punches here and a little tap punch. When Cormier took down, Miocic was a big takedown. He didn't really slam him like he should have because Miocic was holding on to him for dear life. So they kind of just put him down. And he really was landing some heavy ground and pound that could have stopped a lot of other fights. But yeah, Stipe Miocic took the damage, but he really got a lot of damage put on him in that first round of the second fight. So striking goes to Miocic. Wrestling goes to Cormier. I think championship experience, I think Cormier actually has more title defenses and more title fights overall than Miocic. He has been in bigger fights, has fought overall, in my opinion, better competition, but this is a heavyweight fight. And as far as heavyweight goes, Stipe Miocic has been his whole career at heavyweight, has fought pretty much all the best heavyweights they can offer him in the UFC. So you can definitely give him an edge as far as heavyweight division, and definitely kind of say he's only been in the heavyweight division, whereas Cormier has been up and down. As far as he's been heavyweight, then he's spent a long period of time at light heavyweight. That's where he actually got his first taste of UFC gold. And he went up and beat Miocic for his second taste of UFC gold. Now he's coming back for his third taste or maybe fourth taste, but either way, he's trying to get that belt back and trying to retire on top. So let's get further into this fight. So what I think is important in this fight, or one important thing to note, is that these two have fought twice. You look at who has won most of the, has been winning most of the encounters between them, or who has been at least winning more of the rounds. You would lean heavily to Cormier because Cormier knocked Stipe out in the first round. So he won that round clearly if he knocked you out in the first round. Second fight, Cormier is winning, I think the first and second clear. Third round maybe could have been a shift. Fourth round went to Miocic because Miocic stopped him in the fourth round, and then he would start to shift it with the body shots. So you could say Cormier won the first round of the first fight. Then he won basically 3 of the next fight. So he won 4 rounds to basically Miocic's 1. Or it could be 3 rounds to 2. By the way, even stats-wise, it kind of leans to Cormier as far as the rounds in the fight. And, I'm going all over the place with this prediction. This breakdown prediction and analysis of this fight. But yeah, that's what I'm kind of going with. I'm going who's been winning most of the encounters. And I say that to say this, but where did the fight end in the last fight? It ended with Miocic finding that body, keep going back to that well and keep going back to that body. And then eventually found his opportunities up top to put Cormier away in that fourth round and rally back, get that comeback from behind victory, get his belt back. And that's why he's in the red corner for this fight. So looking at so this brings me back to where I'm trying to go with this whole striking and wrestling. Saying Stipe has the striking edge and Cormier has the wrestling edge. This MMA and Cormier in all facets of this fight was really, in the majority of time that they were fighting, Cormier was beating Miocic in all areas of the MMA game. I'm still giving Stipe Miocic the striking edge. especially now with the fact that he's found his money shot. Even though it's already been known by anybody that followed Cormier or even watched Cormier fight knows that he's weak to the body. He got a tough head. He recovers well, but his body is his weaker area. I don't know about his legs, but it's definitely his body. Like, if I go to his body, whether it be like a kick from like Anderson Silva or a kick from Mir or punches and kicks from Jones, it's always the body that he got hurt more. Like, he could get rocked like Rumble Johnson from punches to the head. But the shots that like really been significantly seeing him like give a reaction to have been the body shots. So I didn't feel like, I mean, not feel like, but what actually happened was, it seemed like Stipe was just headhunting the first fight. Second fight, he was just headhunting and wasn't successful either. And then it goes like the third round, he started to find the body shot. Then the fourth round, he really found the body shot, and he just kept going to it, and then going to it. And he started saying Cormier like not reacting as well to his punches. I mean, to his like head shots. Then he found like, went up top, found the head, like, you know, hurt the body. The head stopped moving as much. Then he found the head and put Cormier out of it in the fourth round. So coming to this third and final fight, the end of the trilogy, Stipe finding that body shot and like mixing it well and finding success and getting the victory off those body shots, or using the body shots to lead to the victory. That is another wrinkle or another threat, or presents another avenue, or a real big avenue, or presents a proven path to success for him coming into the rematch or the final fight with Cormier. So even though Cormier was winning like 90% of their striking and the counters, coming into this third fight, they're coming fresh off, or at least the last thing they know, or like remember of our last memories we have of them fighting is, Stipe going to Cormier's body, then coming up top. So coming into this fight, even though it's gonna be a fresh fight, as far as they're going, not coming in with no injuries, then like coming from no tournament, they're not just fighting each other, like they're fresh, they had their camp, they had like a year off. That's still gonna be lingering in both their minds. So when Stipe, it's gonna make Stipe even more of a bigger threat on the feet, because now Cormier's got to worry about his body shot. So when you're worrying about one area, then people can start to mix their striking together and mix their combination together. They could like fake like they're going low and then come high, or fake like they're going high and go low. Now you get worried about the body. Whereas when he first the first fight, Stipe was just going to the head really with his punch. I think he might do like one or two knees to the body, or like one little step in, 2 knees, but not very much emphasis on the body in that first fight. Second fight, like really up into the fourth round, no emphasis on the body at all. So Cormier could really just walk him down, hands down, and just move his head. Like, so he could just move his head and not worry about moving his body or moving his feet too much, or, protecting anything, because he knows he has those fast reflexes. He can move his head well, move his torso well, or at least like move it on us. Pretty much just move his head out of the way, because that's all you're doing. You're just going to the head. The body, it's easier to move the head than it is to the body. I mean, it's easier to move the head than it is to move the body. That's something that is very known amongst boxing and any real strikers, that a lot of people see these hand down styles. They want you kind of to go for their head because they know they can move their head well. But no matter how good you can move your head, it's much harder to move your body because you got to use your feet. You got to do a lot of different stuff. But moving your head is much easier. And like to the head, it's not like they're drawing too many different combinations. They're going to do like maybe a straight, maybe a cross, maybe a hook. And like you could not easily, like some people reflex it's trash, or maybe some people just got fast hands, or just levels to the game and this and that. But like I said, it's very known. It's not even an opinion. It's easier to move the head than it is to the body. So when Stipe adds that wrinkle of already pretty much like I said, already the proven path of success to the body, then it's not gonna be easy for Cormier to just walk him down, because he's no longer headhunting. He found that there's money in that body shot, or going to Cormier's body, and it's got him a victory, and that's where they're coming from. So I think that definitely adds a new wrinkle. Now let's go to the wrestling. Cormier in that first round of that second fight had so much success with his wrestling, and he only attempted like 1 or 2 takedowns in that fight, maybe 3. And I think he really literally only attempted 1, and he got that 1 takedown. And he had like, I think on the ground, really, matter of fact, let me kind of backtrack a little bit in general in that second fight. In that second fight, I feel like Cormier was not pacing himself. I feel like he was trying to get a flashy knockout or a flashy finish, or to show that he's so much better than Stipe in that fight. And even in the walking Stipe down with his mouth open, hands down, and just swinging on him, kind of showed that he's just trying to show I'm just so much better than Stipe in that second fight. And it was working for him. He was dominating. But then the moment Stipe found that body, it was like too late for him to come back. Like he was blowing his energy, just going, trying, go for the finish. Even on the ground, every shot was big and heavy. It wasn't the best place. It wasn't the best setup. It wasn't the best strategy. It was like, I'm just going to take this guy down. I'm going to walk this guy down, punch him as hard as I can in his face till he goes out. Or when I'm taking him down on the ground, I'm going to punch him as hard as I can on the ground until he goes out. It wasn't like he was setting his strikes up, like he was in mix it high, low, and nothing like that. It was like he was conserving his cardio. Like literally like in the first round, he was already mouth breathing. Like he was, I don't know, he had pressure. I know his dad was in the hospital and then died like literally after that fight or during that fight. Or his adopted father. So I don't know what emotion was going on, but he definitely was mouth breathing within the first round. He definitely wasn't pacing himself. But like I said, when he took him down, he had so much success. So you already see that when Cormier take him down, he's the better grappler, better wrestler. Like, to take him down, he can have so much success there. We've seen that he can outstrike him. So really in all areas, Cormier has beat Miocic. It's more so, can he adapt to that body, adapt to the head? And what I see is that Cormier can adapt. One thing, he can adapt to Stipe's style and Stipe's strategy and to, find a game plan to beat Stipe. I think he's going to adapt so much that his body, like, he's going to be better at defending the body or receiving body shots, because at this point in his career, he's already been hurt to the body so many different times. It's not like it's been, that no longer affects me. Like, we've seen, like, every time somebody lands a good shot or a good kick to his body, it's going to react. And he's not like 20, he's not early 30s, he's like early 40s now. So I don't expect that to change, but I expect him to adapt to it in a certain way, work on his boxing, work on blocking those body shots a little more. And I expect Cormier push the pace and pressure Stipe like he's done all the other fights. And I think he'll come up with something to, like I said, he'll fix the little hole to block his body better. Will it be perfect defense to the body? No. Will he be so conditioned that the body shots don't affect him? I doubt it, but I feel like he'll be able to react to it better. He's going to come in probably the best shape we've seen him since the John Jones trilogy, well, the John Jones two-part, even though the second fight wasn't registered. But yeah, like since the John Jones fight, that's when he was in his best shape. And I'd expect him to be not in good shape then, but about as close as he could get to that in that heavyweight. Defending the body better, pushing the pace. I think Stipe definitely, like I said, he's going to be using the fact to try to, get Cormier worried about the body or worried about the head or the body. And then try, mix it up, because now that you got somebody looking for something or worried about something, you can mix your striking up. And I think that's what Stipe is going to try to do or will look to do. But I think Cormier will be expecting that. And like I said, I think Cormier is just better in every area when he wants to be. And I think he'll be better pacing this time around, better game plan this time around, and not blows wide and just go out there. I feel like literally if Cormier wanted to win this fight easily in the boring fight, he could. I feel like he could take Stipe down every round and just focus on control and not trying to land big shots. And he literally trains with Khabib, whose style is like, you'll see Khabib go out there and smash guys, but Khabib is not going, he go take you down. He's not out there just like literally just throwing everything and every power, just trying to knock you out. Khabib's going out there to win. He's going out there to dominate. He's going out there to control. If you want to quit, if you can't take it no more, he could put you out of it. But he's not the guy that's going to be so far as taking you down and trying to destroy you to the point that he's going to blow any energy. Like, it's more so he's looking for you to crack and make mistakes so he could put you out of there. It's not him trying to force anything. I feel like Cormier in that second fight was forcing things. He was dominating, but he was forcing things. That's caused him to be tired, caused him to lose the opportunities for Stipe to get back in the fight. And Stipe did get in the fight, found the body, and which led to him finding the finish. But I think in this third fight, Cormier is going to be much sharper, much smarter in this fight and not give Stipe those opportunities. But like I said, he's already given him an opportunity. So Stipe is going to be looking to mix into the body, mix into the head, and use the fact that he has something stuck on Cormier's mind in his third fight. Like I said, I feel like Cormier is going to adapt, adjust, and he's going to fight a smarter fight. Still probably be a side fight, because Stipe is riding so much steam right now. He got so much energy behind him. So it's still going to turn into a good fight. And it's not going to be a fight where, like I said, Cormier can just win easily or Stipe can win easily. But I feel like Cormier has the tools to win, and he'll utilize those tools much smarter this time, come in much better shape, and come in with an actual game plan, and come in fighting actually strategical and minding his technique, and not just being out there sloppy or trying to be, see who got the biggest dick out there and just like walking with his hands down, mouth open, and just literally like an inch away from Stipe, just punch him in the face and dodging his punches to the head, because he know now Stipe's already found that body, so he's gonna be fighting a much smarter game plan, mixing up and not be stationary too much or be there in front of Stipe, like be there pressuring Stipe, but not there so that Stipe can have the opportunity to hit him back, like when to limit the opportunities for Stipe to hit him back, basically. So mixing and punching, wrestling, so the body shots aren't there as much. Stipe has to worry more about reacting than like a 50-50 almost striking matchup, but a full MMA matchup where Cormier has utilized all his tools and implemented them against Stipe, and Stipe had to address all them. And when you're addressing, you can't really fire back as well, especially not to the body. And even if you do back to the body, when you land a body shot, you have to deal with a takedown or deal with this or get caught up in the clinch. And definitely going to significantly limit the effectiveness of the body shots and really the effectiveness of Stipe in general in this fight. But definitely a competitive, exciting, fun fight. But I fully think that Cormier will find ways to neutralize really Stipe's only avenue to victory. Is that whether it be a puncher's chance by landing that one clean shot on the chin, or a technical fight where he kind of try to stuff all of Cormier's takedowns, then go to his body and wear him out early, then put him away late after investing in the body. But I feel like Cormier will adjust to that. Neutralize really, like I said, Stipe is only 2 paths to victory, which Cormier has a multitude of paths to victory. Now he utilizes ventures into all those paths. Walk Stipe down, pressure him, pick him up, take him down, land big shots on him, pressure, wear on him. And then eventually over a long fight of heavy pressure, heavy dominance, I think he's able to put him away in that 4th round via submission. So in this fight, I got Daniel Cormier via 4th round submission. And that concludes my fight prediction for Stipe Miocic versus Cormier 3. And as always, thanks for watching.